Hey, what's up everybody? I am Davey. This is Davey's Guide to Minecraft. It's a new season, it's new stuff. Let's get right into it. So if you were part of the original channel, make sure nobody's creeping up on me, you will remember the Guide to Minecraft series that I used to do. It was Cracker's Guide to Minecraft. We talked about stuff, we built stuff, we did stuff, we demonstrated things. It was a good time. I don't know if this is going to show up in the video, but there's like little white lines. I don't know what those are. Probably something I did. Anyway, as you see behind me, we've got all kinds of stuff to look at. I really wanted to do something for people who were like me, who went a long time without watching Minecraft videos. That is what this is all about. So we're going to switch our view. I'm watching you, cow. Don't be pulling sneaky stuff on me. And we're going to go right in here and take a look. Now, since I started replaying Minecraft again, 1.9 and 1.10 have come out. I have not talked about them. And I didn't know a whole lot about them. I still don't know a ton, but I know a little bit more right now. But we're going to get right into this. Hey, buddy. We're going to get right into this with 1.9, the combat update. Before I do that, let me just make sure there's nothing. I don't see anything in here. I don't know what that line is. Anyway, we're going to get right into this with the combat update, as it was called, because it changed a whole lot of things about combat. And the first thing you'll notice is when I swing, you see underneath my cursor, there's a little sword that's filling up. Well, that makes a big difference. Same thing here. It fills up with the axe because the axe is now an actual viable weapon. If you look at it, an iron sword with sharpness 1, when in main hand, 1.6 attack speed, 7 attack damage. This is actually better, 9 attack damage. So they've made the axe a viable weapon, which is a cool thing. They've also introduced some new kinds of weapons and techniques, and of course the first thing is the tipped arrows. 14 different varieties, not all shown here, I don't think. Oh no, they are here. There's 14, and then the spectral arrow. These are basically based on the potion that you get them from. It's a new kind of potion in the game called a lingering potion. You need dragon's breath, which means you need to go to the end. We've not been there, so I have not been able to demonstrate those yet. And then there's, of course, a spectral arrow, which in my infinite wisdom, I did not look up how to actually make, but it is something that will show when you hit an enemy or another player, you would be able to see them like through this wall right here. So you've got spectral arrows, and that's pretty freaking cool. Now over here, a new thing. Thank you. A new thing you can find in the end, a chorus plant and flower. And as you can see, it has grown exponentially. I literally put one of the little pieces here and then another one here, and it just went bloop all the way up there. And then additionally, there's chorus fruit and popped chorus fruit, and there's more things you can do with those, but we will discuss those in more detail. We'll discuss all of this in more detail at another point. I'm just trying to run through the stuff as quickly as possible. Elytra, you can equip this instead of a chest plate, and when you do so, it allows you to kind of glide around a little bit. I'm not doing it because I'm pretty sure I will die. Let's just stay over there. There are new blocks in the end as well. Per block, per pillar, per stairs, per slab. I know, man. I know. It's hot. I get it. And so these are new things that you can find. There's endstone bricks now that you can find in the end. And there's a guy over there too. You see him? Hi. Yeah, we have another guy over there, but that's for a different purpose. There are new enchantments that you can put onto items. Not sure what that is. Anyway, Frostwalker, Mending are the two new enchantments. And Frostwalker sounds pretty cool, and it is. As they said, this says Frosty Feet. Well, when you wear a pair of boots that have Frostwalker on them, it will allow you to create ice blocks when you walk on the water. You can literally walk on the water with that. It's pretty neat. During the day, the ice blocks will melt behind you, but at night they will make a continuous trail behind you. Really good for people who like to travel across oceans. So in here, of course, I have them. Sharpness 5 with mending on the axe, sharpness 5 on the sword, and Frost Walker on the boots. To get into further detail with the swords and the axes, if you look at this again, 10 attack damage, 12 attack damage. Slightly faster speed, but more powerful. So the axe is now an actual item that is worthy of being used in combat. It will hit with a crushing blow as opposed to this, which is a sweeping blow. You can't see it right now because I'm not attacking anything, but if I went to maul Mr. Polar Bear over there, it would do a sweep across the screen, and then the axe does a crushing type of attack. Additionally, the mending enchantment, when you slaughter the mobs of the world with the weapon that has mending on it, it will continue to repair the item. So let's say this sword had mending on it. Every time I kill a zombie, that sword gets repaired. You can put mending onto armor, and you can put it on an axe. I'm not entirely sure everything you can put it on. We will cover that when I actually get to the new enchantments, because I'm going to do an episode on that, and we will talk about that more in detail. But when it's on armor, I do know that it divvies it up between the pieces of armor. So if you kill something with mending, it'll take some of your XP and use it to mend the sword, and then divide the rest of the XP up appropriately between mending other items that you're wearing and actually giving you XP. Now, straight from Minecraft Pocket Edition, we have beetroot seeds, we have beetroot plants. I did not put them here because I was too lazy. And you can use that to make beetroot soup, which is a nice thing. We've got some new stuff, Enrod and Crystal. I have not actually really looked at what any of those things are, so I don't really know what they do. I just know they exist, and they do something. We'll get to that, though, whenever we get to the end, and we actually get to that point. Now, I mentioned there were some things with combat that were changed. One of those things were the way you attack and the cooldown meter. There's another thing. I'm right-clicking. Nothing's happening. They took out the block function, and why? Well, let's pop this bad boy off. Thank you. And pop them in my offhand. And as you see, I am now wearing a shield. And if I right-click, it puts the shield up in front of me. And that, my friends, is pretty cool. And oh, wow, the sun's going down. Okay, so could get a little interesting there. So the shield is now something you can equip. You could put it in your right hand or your left hand. If I swap them, see, it works. That's the other thing. You have that extra ability, that offhand. So as you see, I can have a pick and a sword at the same time. Or I could flip-flop them. Or do this. Or what's not, because now I'm just all kinds of confused. And it's getting dark. We talked too much. Should I put the shield back? I should probably put the shield back. Let's put the shield back. We'll come back to the shield in a minute. New type of potion, lingering effect. There are 14 varieties which you need to get to use those make those tipped arrows. You get it with Dragon's Breath, which the Ender Dragon spews while you're in the Ender Dragon fight. So you get some Dragon's Breath, and you can make lingering potions, which then can be used to make tipped arrows. And lingering potions work a little bit differently than other potions. You know, you have the potions you can drink, and then you have the potions. Excuse me while we. That skeleton being over there may be a problem. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Yeah, as you see, I cheated to do some of this, but that's okay. Not worried about that. Get that back in here. We'll continue on. So lingering potions, they operate a little differently. Could you keep it down in there, please, Shulky? I'll get to you in a minute. Lingering potions are different. You have your potions that you drink. You have splash potions, which, you know, if I threw it right at my feet right here, it would pretty much give me the full effect. But lingering potions, wherever you throw them is wherever that effect is. So if I threw a potion right here, anything that ran through it would receive that effect. So that's the difference between lingering potions and maybe splash potions. Which leads me to the change that they made in brewing. As you see on the sign, changes to brewing requires blaze powder now. So when you right click on this, as you'll see, you need fuel, and it's in the shape of a blaze powder. And we're going to go ahead and hopefully that's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, we'll pretend that this is a potion. What you would have to do is put the blaze powder in here, put your ingredient, put your bottle in here, and then it would spit and spew, and this bar would slowly decrease with time. You can brew several potions using one piece of blaze powder, but it kind of is to encourage you to, you know, not make 150 potions without even thinking about it. You're gonna have to go and kill a few more blazes to get blaze rods to make blaze powder to be able to properly brew. I think I needed to make that an awkward potion to be able to do that properly. Anyway, maps are now different in that they give a little more detail. I will discuss the way the maps are different. They don't really fill in as you travel. It kind of basically takes that entire chunk you're sitting in and fills it in, I think, as far as you've actually gone. Not entirely sure. I actually should have probably read up on that before I went in here, but they are different, and this is how they look now. I went ahead and filled in four quadrants, and you can see where I was when I did that right here. As you see on this map, I'm not moving, but that's neither here nor there. Boats have been drastically improved in 1.9, I think is when they made the change. It's 1.9 or 1.10. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am. We will get to boats at another point. But as you see, you have oars. You can have a passenger now. If you have a dog you follow you around, you can get the dog to sit in the boat and still, you know, travel. Boats are a lot better. They don't just crash crazily and do wild and crazy things. Just a nice thing. I am going to pop you off because we're going to demonstrate another thing, and that is skeleton AI has been changed. And oh, that popped in there. Hey! Oh gosh. Okay. Whoa! Hey, buddy. That's why I put you in behind those blocks, because as soon as I got over here, right? Woo! Woo! Nisby! Haha. Another benefit to the shield. Whoa! You can put the shield up. Ow! That one I let go. Shields, as a side note, will block roughly 66% of attacks at this point, although that might be changing. So let's see if this works. As we get closer, rate of fire should increase. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, I got you again. Ow! Got me. Okay. Whoa! Hi. Hi. Oh, I hadn't seen you before. Nice to see you. This is a new mob inside of End Cities. Thank goodness for this fence, because I was not expecting that. These guys sit in various spots in the End City, and they pop their heads out, as you see, and shoot whatever this is in your general direction. There's going to be more purpose to them in the next update, but these guys, that's kind of cool. I hadn't seen them do this before. Oh, he fired faster that time. Ooh, getting a little faster. Ow! This could be a problem. Ow! Okay, we're done looking at Shulky. I didn't. Phew. Okay, I was not expecting that. That was nuts. Okay. We're gonna leave Shulky alone now for a bit. So levitation is something they can hit you with, which I think is a new effect as well. That was not very nice. Polar bears are here. Say hi. I think these are 1.10. So we're going to finish off by looking at the wonderful world of frostwalkers. Oh man, we did a number. We knocked some stuff off. Oh nope, missed. Hey, come on, man. Trying to do things around here. Well, now that we're all kinds of screwed up because, you know. There we go. That's what we wanted it to look like. Okay, we're going to stay over here. So, additional 1.9 changes. Ender Dragon Fight can be restarted and now has end cities, which is where Shulky likes to hang out. Igloos will spawn in cold, oh, misspelled it, biomes. A skeleton horse trap will spawn when skeleton horses are hit by lightning. Basically, it's 4 skeleton riders on horses. Levitation, as you just saw, glowing, luck, and bad luck status effects are added. A bunch of new sounds. Tool damage is rebalanced. Sharpness and protection have been nerfed. In other words, they're not nearly as effective. They've been tuned down just a little bit. Health regeneration is rebalanced. Fishing is rebalanced. Frostwalker, as we showed, attack mechanics have been changed. Enchanted golden apples can't be crafted. Large oaks generate in forests again. And of course, dual wielding, as we have demonstrated a few times. So 1.10 was the Frostburn update. It added a few more things. Polar bears being one of them. You're still on your leash, right? Yeah. So polar bears, they're passive, as you see, unless accompanied by a cub. If they have a cub, they are a little more aggressive. Bone blocks, which can be achieved by finding fossils, which are underneath certain biomes. I think swamps and deserts, you could find fossils. We've got some new blocks, magma blocks, nether wart, and nether brick blocks. Red nether brick blocks are now in the game, courtesy of 1.10. And we have some more additional changes here. Let's get right to this. So new variations of skeletons and zombies can be found in snowy and desert biomes. Auto jump option, more new sounds, 4 new tidal splashes. Something's missing there. I think that's supposed to say mobs can shoot from boats. Something went wrong there. Mobs can shoot from boats. Gold mine shafts can be found in mesas now. Endermen will now spawn in another. Magma cubes spawn more frequently. Wolves do not despawn. And chorus fruit and ender pearls can teleport players from horses and pigs. So those are some of the other changes that have been made. Let's go ahead and put this guy back. Hi. And BenQ, no, you were right here. You were right here. Now, the 1.11 update is coming soon. It is going to be called the Exploration Update, and I did not finish this off, I don't think, because I wasn't entirely sure. This is subject to change, and thus that's why I have not signed this book. More new splash titles. 2 new enchantments. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing will be added to the game. Binding will cause items to stick to you so you can't remove or drop them. Vanishing causes them to disappear upon death. Boats can be found, or both can be found in chests. New mobs that are going to spawn in a new kind of area. Illager mobs that are similar to villagers. They come in 2 distinct types. Vindicators will have limbs that separate when aggro with an iron axe in the main hand, will be hostile and only spawn in that new woodland mansion. They will not respawn and can drop an iron axe and or emerald. Evokers can summon Vexus and Fangs and will always drop a totem pole of Undying upon defeat. Raises arms when summoning and will spawn on the upper levels of the woodland mansion. Blue colored sheep will be turned to red within 16 block radius. Vexes only spawn when summoned, similar to a ghost, and can fly through blocks, will show red marks when ready to attack, and will have an iron sword in hand. Similarly, I've read that Fangs, I don't know exactly what that is, but when you are hit by that, it is 3 hearts of damage regardless of armor. Llamas will spawn in extreme hills, will drop leather and have multiple textures, attack by spitting. Hostile towards wolves, except in a caravan. Can use a carpet square as a saddle and a chest for storage. Amount of slots will be based on the strength of the llama. Put a leash on one and others will form a caravan, which is passive towards all mobs. The shulker box, which is similar to a chest, except contents stay inside box when it's broken. You get a 50% chance of receiving one when defeating the shulker that made me go flying. Totem of Undying, which revives you if you have it in either hand upon death. Absorption and regeneration effects when used. Exploration maps can be obtained from cartographer villagers, which will show the location of either woodland mansion or ocean monuments. Shows outline of land until you explore it. Return portals are randomly generated in the end near end cities that teleport you back to the main island. Previously mentioned woodland mansion that generates in forest or roofed forest, contains 3 floors with 2 larger floors and 1 smaller floor on top. Some warnings will now appear above hotbar instead of chat box. Tweaks to exhaustion levels, new items that can be used as fuel, changes to shield block percentage, and certain attacks will deal no damage and or effects, and potentially a whole lot more. So watch for some possible snapshot videos. In fact, I have one in mind already. I found a woodland mansion in a world that I checked out, and so we're going to take a look at that. But for now, we're going to head back to the main area, which is off in this direction. It is so weird whatever this is, outlining the blocks. Oh hey, it's a cave. And wrap this episode up. So the guides are returning. We are going to do mostly some overviews of the new stuff that has been added in, and we will go from there. I'm hoping that 1.11 comes out sooner than later so we can get into that, because there's some really neat stuff that we can do with that update. So that's a look at 1.9 and 1.10, a look ahead to 1.11. As I said, guides are coming back. We're going to do more of them, probably once every couple of weeks if possible. I've already outlined the progression, and hopefully we'll be able to stick to it and get into a little bit of a routine with that, because there's some cool stuff that's been introduced, and there's still a lot of stuff that I have to do in this world. My main goal is to get to the end and fight the Ender Dragon, and then go from there into other things. Probably not going to see a whole lot of redstone-based things because I suck at redstone. I'm just not super interested in it, but we will see. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you look forward to seeing more guides to Minecraft, as I am going to try and get them going here soon. So in summary, 1.9, 1.10, all kinds of cool stuff has been added. A lot I still don't actually know a whole lot about, but we're going to learn about it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to get better with it. Until next time, I am Davey. I will see you on the next episode of Davey's Guide to Minecraft.